What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. And today, guys, we are heading back to the track with the ZL1. That is loud. Oh yes, if you guys haven't catch my last video, we added E85 to this beast and it is a whole nother animal, and I'm so excited to go see what we can run. Today started off really well. It's nice, sunny, and the DA is probably around 1500. Hopefully it cools down quite a little bit in the evening. But before we get to the video, guys, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to each and every one of you guys for supporting the channel. We are growing each and every day, and we are well on our way to 5,500 already, and trying to hit that goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know we can do it, and we might even get there before that end of the year, which would be amazing. But if you haven't, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you like what you see, consider subscribing and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all my videos, especially all the ones on the ZL1. And if you'd like, you can also check the link in the description below to my store, guys. You can get yourself one of these JLS Shield hats or the JLS Shield t-shirt in white or black like the one I'm wearing. So, but anyways, guys, let's get right to the video. So, the ZL1, what have we done so far and what do we need to do? Well, the car as it sits, if you don't know, is just tune, Rotofab Big Gulp, and now E85. That is it. No transmission tune. It does have the seat out and the rear drag pack only, and it's gone a best of a 10.7 at 129. That was with the intake and Rotofab Big Gulp only on 93 pump gas. So today with E85, we're hoping to see the car run quite a bit better. Before, on pump gas, the car was still running stock timing, so it still made a big improvement over the bone stock runs and gained quite a bit. So with E85 being able to run a little bit more timing, we should see this car run even faster. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think this car is going to run today. Now, if you guys are wondering why I have this fan here, well, that's because we're actually going to be taking this with us. I bought this one at Costco. Super nice fan. And if you didn't see some of my lawn videos, I do have the Ryobi 40 volt power system for the whole lawn care, and the plan is to use the 300 watt power inverter from Ryobi and use one of my 6 amp hour batteries to run this fan, so that when we get to the track, we can actually put the fan in the engine bay and let it cool down and really get some temperatures to go down to get the best performance possible and best times that we can. But with that being said, guys, let's get right to it, and I'll catch you guys at the track. Well, guys, your boy needs to learn to look things up and check if places are open before we start making videos, because guess what, the track is actually closed tonight. That's right, the car was ready, everything was good to go. We had the inverter and the fan, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys right now how that all works and how that setup works. But the track is actually closed tonight. They're having the NHRA big event, Spring Nationals, next week. So from what I can tell, they actually don't run any events before and after that week. And there won't be any events at the track for Friday night test and tune until June 11th. So that's gonna leave us a big gap, guys, where we're gonna have the car basically not being able to test. In the meantime, luckily, we do have a lot of parts that we can start installing on this car. I have been wanting to do the paint correction on this car, unlocking the TCM to be able to tune the transmission. Again, I really would have loved to be able to show you guys the progression at the track, one mod at a time, but it looks like with the delay that might not be possible. But what we can do is go to the dyno in the before we do any of the other mods. I also did just receive the headers, so I've got the 2-inch headers with the X pipe from Speed Engineering. That just came in today actually, which is awesome. So we can go ahead and install that as well, take it back to the dyno, and there's just a bunch of stuff that we can do, guys. Hopefully we'll see what happens, but don't worry about the track being closed. We are still going to have quite a bit of modifications still to do to the car. Going to be busy non-stop, and there will be videos coming out. So unfortunately today track is not one of them. Now let me go ahead and show you guys my cool down setup that I have for this car. So here it is, guys. This is the Ryobi 40-volt lithium 300-watt power inverter, and you see it's got a 120-volt outlet which can do up to 2.5 amps for those of you guys that are into all that cool stuff. And over here I've got my Lasco Super Fan Max, and this thing is pretty awesome, really strong blower. Now we just drove all the way to Baytown here to my in-laws, and this thing is pretty damn hot. So what I'm going to do is kind of just place this somewhere here, move the inverter here, and just basically plug this in to our inverter. You're going to turn it on first. You hit the button and it goes green. We plug our outlet in, and then we just turn it on, and you can see we've got full fan, and we'll run it out and then just basically leave it right there blowing straight across the blower and straight across everything so that it'll cool things down. And these batteries should last a good bit. I believe a 4 amp hour battery should give us about 40 minutes of runtime. A 6-hour amp battery about an hour of runtime, which is not bad, about 10 minutes per fan. And this thing, it'll just start blowing right into the engine there. This whole setup here, probably about 10 pounds max, 10-15 pounds max, guys, and it would be perfect. I can take it along, since I do drive the car to and from the track. I can just bring it along with me, put it in the trunk, put it in the back seat, and boom, we are good to go. I mean, this thing is pretty strong. You can feel the air blowing right across everything, and you can move it around, do what you got to do, all that good stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I'm definitely gonna be bringing this along with me to the track and doing all that good stuff so that we can get the best cool down, especially in this summer heat. And of course, another thing I can do is turn on my intercooler pump and other fans using my Aeroforce, so that we can get the coolant in the lid, in the bricks, flowing while this is cooling this down and all that good stuff. So it's pretty awesome, pretty impressive. I like the setup, and of course, like I said, this 300-watt inverter really is able to power up this fan, so that's pretty awesome. So we'll actually go ahead and leave it here for a while until the battery dies and see if how much it cooled down. Right now it's pretty warm, but I mean, this air is flowing pretty strong there. So it is 5:12. This fan's been on for about a minute. We'll see how long it takes to drain this 4 amp hour battery. Well, this thing is dead. The fan is off. You see the switch is on, and we are right at 5:52. So 40 minutes total from a 4 amp hour battery, which means that the fan can be run off of the Ryobi setup here, like this 300 watts inverter, for 10 minutes every amp hour. So I actually have a couple of these 4 amp and I have 2 6 amp batteries, which means I can theoretically run this thing for at least 200 minutes, which is probably almost a little over 2 hours. So that's pretty awesome. what I can do is basically, now that I know what it takes, I can always just bring maybe one of these 4 amp hours and then one 6 amp hour battery, and that should give me a good hour and a half. And guys, this blower is actually not hot at all anymore. It really does help with the intake temps, because before I couldn't even touch this blower. So within 30 minutes, which is roughly about the time that we get in between runs sometimes at the track when it's pretty packed, I should be able to really cool this car down in the lane, in the staging lanes. So it's pretty awesome, pretty dope, pretty nice. Love the setup. And of course, this is going to be useful for a bunch of other things. So I'm really excited about this purchase and can't wait to really try it out at the track. With that being said, comment down below, what would you like to see in the next few videos? Looks like track outings are probably not going to happen for at least another almost 3 weeks or so, give or take. But in the meantime, like I said, there are a bunch of other stuff we can do. I do have the draggy. I'm gonna look to see what we can do to possibly do some draggy pulls with the car. Of course, on the street with this kind of torque, it's gonna be hard. You saw how much I spun off of a 3rd gear pull, so from a dig in 1st gear, probably not gonna be the best. But with all that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't what you were expecting, same here, but if you can, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because we still have a bunch we can do with this car, and it's only going to get faster. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.